Let's go. Okay, Chaver, let's look at this paper. This is yesterday's psukim. I wanted to go through again. Basically, we learned yesterday, and most of you did chazar did chazar today. Concierge was nice and early, not bad. 5:50. It was a 12-hour break between Ermin and you. I don't know what happened over there, but okay.
Send out his clip.
No, what was the rule?
Oh yeah.
Someone has to reach out to me.
I'm trying to figure out the wording.
Hi, send video, send clip,
The Rav, maybe the Rav.
send whatever you want. Just send.
That word's fully focused.
Fully focused. Fully focused.
It's only the Victoria place they got the snips.
Let's go. Let's go. So we learned yesterday, Bisavtina's Beits and Itzas were aliyos. Aliyos were elevated areas. The kasha of the Gemara was what yesterday? What type of elevated areas? Were they 2 floors or were they just elevated? Very good. Very good. What's going on?
I was so tempted last night to ask you. It's too bad you can't mute people that were in person.
Oh, yeah, it's all fine. It's not like who's watching it already.
Nobody.
Exactly.
So we learned yesterday 2 psukim. 2 psukim. Yeah? 2 psukim. Now it's much easier. Let's just look at the psukim inside together. It'll make life a lot easier. Okay, this is the second half of this page. This is by Midbar Yurches. V'yemer Hashem al Aaron, Ato v'necho b'yisavicha yitach, you and your children. Tisu as Avan HaMikdash. You have to carry the guilt of the Beis HaMikdash. V'ato v'necho yitach tisu as Avan kunaschem. Which in English means, you, Aaron, and your children are obligated to be in charge to make sure the Beis HaMikdash is B'kedusha. Stam, I throw in Rashi over here because it's fascinating. The Rashi says, I don't know how many times in Chumash, I'm not a big Chumash guy, but the Pasuk says, Vayemer Hashem el Aharon, which in English means, and God said to Aaron. Rashi says, no, LeMoshe Amar. He said it to Moshe, by the way. Amar la'Aaron. Again, I don't know how often this is. I just found it fascinating, and that's why I threw in this Rashi. Interesting. He said it to Moshe to tell it to Aaron. What? And Rashi gives us the context to warn about, don't go into the Beis HaMikdash. Oh, that's our sugya, shmir of the Beis HaMikdash. Now here's the next pasuk. So we're talking to Aaron, right? Telling Aaron how you and all the Kayhanim are obligated to keep the Kedusha of the Beis HaMikdash. Vigam, and also, Esachecha Mate Levi, your brother, Shevet Avicha, Hakri Vitcha, come close to you. V'yelavu Alecha, I said, accompany you. Here it says to join with you, V'shar Sucha, and to serve with you. That was the first pasuk the Gemara quoted. So Aaron, you have to guard the Beis HaMikdash. The Leviim should help you. So now is where the Gemara says, what does it mean that the Leviim help you? Does it mean help you and guard with you? Or maybe it means guard by themselves. So when we continue in the psukim continue that we're talking about guarding. Says the next pasuk, and they should join with you and guard. It's so for the next pasuk, we already see that the Leviim are guarding on their own. So what's the first pasuk that they're guarding together with the Kehanim? That was the Raya, that the Kehanim are on top and the Leviim are on the bottom. Beautiful. I thought that added abyssal clarity. So there it is. And now we go weiter. New Gemara. Peace. Yes. Yes. Oh, welcome. Come on. Good. Because if we only had, let's look at it together. If you only had pasuk bees, look at pasuk bees. Look at pasuk bees. If you only had pasuk bees, the bolded words, v'yelavu alecha v'yishar sucha. They should accompany you. They should join with you and serve with you. What does that mean? That the Leviim should do something with the Kehanim. Do what? So we think that means, you guard together in the same location. Says the Gemara. How do you know? Maybe it means the Leviim are guarding in one place and the Kehanim are guarding in another place. Once we have a second pasuk that says the Leviim guard by themselves, now we know that the first pasuk means they guard one on top and one on bottom. Mayritik. New Gemara, here we go. Beis HaMoiked, keep up. Ubayis Gadol. Hiya, what can I get you? A pencil?
No.
Oh, you're good?
Anything else?
Hand motions. Okay. You're conducting it. Just wasn't sure where the choir was. Someone's going to start singing behind me. Proposals going to come floating down from the ceiling. Was that you? The Chosin Kala coming from the ceiling, that was your problem?
No.
You're the one that destroyed Kala? I saw that was someone else.
The worst part about the video is It's one thing if like girl has all the money. The boy has.
Right.
So when they went down,
The other thing is, did everyone know about this before the Rabbanim spoke about it, or only after?
our mom spoke about it.
Yeah.
And
Hated
after
on
that,
it.
Yeah. What?
The same week as references.
You're right.
No. No, this was
no,
mostly coming down from the ceiling. I understand, but no one was hacking the tequila robots though for some reason.
Because
No
that
one-
was like nothing.
no one.
That's nothing.
Yeah, no one. Pavelski even stops said that. He didn't speak that. South Dakota. He didn't speak about it.
The tequila robot. I thought that was cool. I know that got me more than a chazik from the ceiling.
Yeah.
What's
You take this for later.
The gashiness?
Weiter. The schmoozing right now for now. You guys get all day. You get the schmoozing go. Now we have to learn. Now we have to learn Torah. What? I know that's you get to have your schmoozing. Avada.
Heard the meeting.
Now we get to learn Torah.
So
B'chad shomer hu dahava b'beis ha'maykar. Says the Gemara. What did the Mishnah say? Let's remember. How many shomerim do we have in the Beis HaMikdash? 3. Beis Havtinas, Beis Hanitzis, and Beis HaMaykar. So if we have 3 shomerim in 3 locations, in English, that's 1 shomer per location. Very simple. Says the Gemara. B'chad shomer hu dahava b'beis ha'maykar. Was there really 1 shomer in the Beis HaMaykar? V'reminhi, but I will ask you a contradiction. Shnei sha'arim, there were 2 gates. Hayu, there was bebeis ha'maykar. There were 2 gates in the Beis HaMaykar. Echad, one of them, Pasuach, was opened up lechel. That was an area, like we learned yesterday, an area called the lechel. Ve'echad, and one of them was Pasuach opened la'azara, to the azara. So right now, we really have the question. What's the question? Why is there only 1 shomer in the Beis HaMaykar if there are 2 gates? Now the Gemara, because we're quoting, we continue quoting. But that was the Iker Kasha. But now we're in the middle of quoting. Amar Rav Yehuda, says Rav Yehuda, Bizeh, in this, shenichnasim, that they enter le'azara, to the azara, pishpish katan haya loy. Pishpish katan means a small door. Pishpish katan haya loy. There was a small door to it. Shebai, that through it, nichnasin, they enter, liv loish, great word, to inspect, ha'azara, the azara, question mark, end of quote of the Mishnah. Let's read it one more time and then we'll explain again. V'reminhu, I'm just circling back up 3 lines. I'll ask you a stira. Shnei sharim haya beis ha'maykar, there were 2 gates. Echad pesuach lechel, one open to the chel. V'echad pesuach la'azara. That's our question. So why is only 1 shemer? Omar Rabbi Yehuda. Now, once the Mishnah over there is talking, we continue in the Mishnah that Rabbi Yehuda says, Bizeh, that through this one, shenichnasin la'azara, that you go into the azara, pishpish katan ayalai, there was a small door, shabai nechnasim, that through it they enter, liv loish, to inspect ha'azara, the azara. So what Rabbi Yehuda is talking about, by the way, we're going to come back to in a little bit. We're going to get back to what does he mean? They go through it to inspect the azara. We'll come back to that. But for today, what's our kasha? Why is there only 1 shomer in the Beis HaMaykar if there's 2 gates?
why are we assuming there's only 1?
Because the Mishnah said there's 3 shomer in 3 places. 3 shomer in 3 places means. Now, I think what's really bothering you, let's say better, is go back to the Mishnah. Yeah, he's actually asking you a much better question than it sounded like when he asked it. The Mishnah just taught us b'shleisha mikaymais in 3 places. Oh, very good. So what's really bothering you is maybe the Beis HaMaykar had 2 gates and 2 shomrim. And in the larger area called Beis HaMaykar, there was 1 location of shmira, but maybe there were 2 shomrim. So that is an excellent question.
Like
That-
that-
When the Gemara asked, you know what I mean? I don't know if there were 3
Oh,
It means there were 3 shomers?
very good. Oh, good. So now we circle backwards and we say, 1 second, the whole Gemara sold us a bowl of goods. Because the Gemara asked, what was the source? Moshe, Aaron, Ubanav. Aaron, Ubanav, 3 of them.
Oh, that's 4. Oh.
So it was 4. Moshe, Aaron, Ubanav, 3 places. So he said, from there we know they're in 3 places.
Yeah.
But how do we know? Maybe within each location, there were more than 1
Shmira.
Shmira. It's a very good question. I do believe that the Rishonim do deal with the question over here. I believe so. I don't remember.
Maybe just a double passion.
That what?
Maybe we
That's why
split
in
up
the
the
Mishnah
passion.
Berurah too.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm
we
saying
split
the
up
big two on.
What is it?
Maybe just a double passion.
It's Moshe Aaron.
Always two.
Bini, his son.
No,
Right?
but
Ivana.
again, let's go in order. Einach nami.
The truth is, I had him watch.
Go
So
ahead.
maybe it's a double passion that each location basically just had two.
Each one had two.
Yeah.
Then what's our raya? Bring a raya from Aaron Ubanav that there's only three people. Aaron and his two children is three.
There's only three.
Right.
So what's the raya? The raya is that three people in three locations.
Yeah.
We're off by one. So it could be, again, if we go in order, it's very good. The Mishnah says Shemekaymis. The Gemara needs to bring a raya. We bring from Aaron Ubanav this three watchmen. If you remember now, the question at the end of the makes a little more sense. The Gemara there said, how do you know Aaron and Ubanav are in separate
Right.
places? Maybe they're all together. Oh, now we sort of get a little more context.
Yeah.
So the Gemara is assuming very strong, every location, one Shaimer. We're assuming that so much so that when the Gemara here asks it as a stira, or a minute was a stira,
Maybe the fact.
good, it's a fact. But Lamaisa, why is that true? All the Mishnah said is me kaimais. Good kasha. The Rishonim definitely deal with it. I do not remember offhand the good teretz. So instead of making one up, we're going to keep it as a kasha, and we will circle around to it. B'siyata dishmai. Answers the Gemara. Amar Abaye. Kivon degabe hadodi have. Since they were next to each other, what's they? The two gates, the two sha'arim, the two gates of the Beis HaMikdash were next to each other. I read that wrong, excuse me. Kivon degabe hadodi have kaimi. They were standing. Sagiluhu, it suffices bechad shomer, with one shomer. Davi lahacha, v'davi lahacha. He looks this way, and he looks that way. Lamashal, if this door and that door, the two doors to the Beis HaMikdash, you stand in the middle, and you see both doors very, very gishmak. So again, kasha was we should have two shomrim. Teretz was there are two gates, but they're close by, so one shemer could work for both. Even though it's 53 and we should stop for Chazara, because tomorrow is Wednesday, we're going to plow weiter. Mukaf Roivdin Shel Evan, surrounded with rows of stones. This is in the Beis HaMikdash.
Sorry, this was your kash at the beginning.
That was.
We're going to discuss later. Right, Michelle.
Oh, very good, very good. So,
Even the Chazara.
yeah,
I'm not saying it was
he's foreshadowing. Very good. So now, when the Mishnah said Roivdin Shel Evan, what was on the rows of stones, by the way?
Old men.
Old men.
Old Kahanim.
Old Kohanim were on the rows of stones. Excellent. Says the Gemara. So I translated the word Roivdin as rows of stones. The Gemara asks, Roivdin Mainihu. What are these Roivdin? What are these rows of stones precisely? Says the Gemara. Gezerta de itztabasa.
Ooh, it's a big word.
Yeah, these are impossible words.
Yeah, what-
Gezerta de itztabasa. So itztabasa means a block. That's what itztabasa means. It's good to know the word because you'll see in a moment. Gezerta means to cut out, or in art school terms, hewn, H-E-W-N. So gezerta de itztabasa, cut out blocks of what?
Stones.
Stones, good. Gezerta de itztabasa, cut out blocks of stones, disalki, that go up, bihu, on them, li itztabasa, to what's itztabasa?
Block.
Another block. So it's a block of stones that goes up to another block of stones.
It's a cavity like in the
No. Just try again. A block of stones
Yeah.
that go up to another block of stones.
right here.
In English, what do we call this? For if you've ever been, I was going to say for those, when your friend went to the baseball game, he showed you a picture on his digital.
competition in the boat.
Oh, the branches.
There's
The branches.
a picture right here.
I didn't. Yeah, but the branches. I didn't know that.
You ever get under them if you go with an umbrella? Those kugels.
Yeah, Kogel, another good Sachen. Gotta be careful. Weiter. Gezerta, actually, Square is like around the corner.
Why works this way?
Maybe we're gonna do the mices later about the pants.
So then she works at Fair. How do you don't talk to her? Then
She has an Amazon Shato.
there's no. I mean, there's no cell phone. There's no cell phone service.
For now.
So she hides it. There's no service in Square?
He's also,
No,
you ever had service?
Very weak.
Terrible service.
Really?
I have gotten lost in Square because Waze just stops working.
She's in a boys' little school.
No.
The minute you-
Square.
you turn
The
left
whole thing.
into
Yes.
the 45.
I went. What's the bakery there?
See them.
Tamid, what's it called? What is it?
Just from out there, smart.
Oh, you know what they're going.
Came in club.
Weiter. Frag die Gemara. Umi have mifalgi avonim. But did they cut stones? Umi have mifalgi avonim. But did they cut stones? Why not? V'haksiv. But the pasuk says v'habayis. And the bayis, the Beis Hamikdash, b'chi banaisai, when it is built, even shlema. Shlema means
Wait.
complete. Has to be complete stones. Question mark. Which is a din that you're not allowed to cut stones in the Beis Hamikdash. So how do they cut them?
No, it's a separate.
Oh, so that is a good point.
Brought it?
Well, who told you the Beis Hamikdash is not part of the Beis Hamikdash?
Who said the stones in the base of Mike is part of the base of
Well, if it's in the
No. You were saying very good, and then you confuse yourself. Slowly. You just said two different things. Both are great, but go slowly.
Yeah.
You first said who says the Beis Hamikdash, which is a good point. The Beis Hamikdash. We're assuming he's the Beis Hamikdash, right? Why would you think it's not the Beis Hamikdash? Do you have any reason?
watching from there, so it would be on the
Okay, that's one reason. Give me another reason. What were they doing?
When the guy became a carry, he would.
Yeah, he was going out, it's-
Okay, wait. Go slowly. What were they doing in the Beis Hamikdash?
What are they doing?
What were they doing in it? What were they doing in the rows of stones?
sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleeping in the Beis Hamikdash.
Chance of it.
Good. So as we're going to see, the Beis Hamikdash really is split in half.
The problem is that they were up from 3 o'clock in the morning to see carriage. So they were just basically
That's-
bringing there.
That's that guy, and he woke everyone else up.
Exactly.
Got a sugar party. But in the Beis Hamikdash, half of it is Beis Hamikdash, half of it is not. We're going to get to that point. That's that line down the middle in the picture, by the way. The other point that you mentioned, so that's a good point. Number one. The other point that you mentioned is that I thought you were saying, who says they cut it in the Beis Hamikdash? Maybe, right? What did no? Who's holding in Terrace? What's his name? No, the $8 million Aron Kodesh.
Oh yeah, of course.
Terrace Shlomo, what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vada.
Whatever.
So
Sorotskin.
Yitzharatskin. So if you watch them building the Aron Kodesh,
Orange,
fascinating.
orange gold. That's it.
They imported everything.
Yeah.
So maybe they just imported the stones. Omar Abaye says Abaye, guess what? Mamish does that. Mitakin means they fixed it. Umaisi, and they brought it. Meikara from the beginning. Avnei stones zotrasa, which are small. Vavnei and stones ravravasa, which are large. Meaning,
They didn't cut anything.
outside the Beis Hamikdash,
Put it together.
they made big stones and small stones, and they walked in with big stones and small stones, and now they just assembled the stadium style seating. Kedichasiv, as the pasuk says, Avnei, stones of Eser Amois, Va'avnei, and stones of Shemaina Amois. So that area we didn't get to. That area we're going to have to eventually talk about whether it sounds like it is. Good. Sounds like it is, and we have to come back to that. But the Gemara's teretz is they fixed the stones outside. One more line to finish the Amud. Zikne beisav yishenim sham. The elderly Kohanim slept there. Says the Gemara, where are they sleeping? On rows of stones. Come on, have some chamanas on the elderly yid. V'amai, and why? This is a raya, this kasha. Li'ayli mita, he's bringing beds. This is a raya. Then anytime you asked a question to a Rebbe and the Rebbe yelled at you that was a stupid question, it's a raya that the Rebbe is wrong. The Gemara is asking such a kasha.
Yeah.
You know, that's like that annoying kid in Shir, like, Rebbe, why don't they just fly there? Right? What did the Gemara ask the kasha? Freaking beds. Answers the Gemara, Amar Abaye, Lav Oirach Aro. It's inappropriate. La Luye Mita is the Beis Hamikdash to bring beds into the Beis Hamikdash. Oh, so we have to get it to that point. Very good. Mita is the Beis Hamikdash. We stop over here.
Both of these are making it pretty partial that it's in the basement.
That's what it sounds like. The problem is it isn't.
True, true.
The problem is it isn't, and we're gonna have to eventually deal with that point.
Some ask from there that
Because they-
stamps
I didn't know what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. No, how do we know it is not the sleeping?
Yeah.
We have to deal with that one. The Rishonim are very busy.
That would make me think it's not.
Good.
Their house.
But say, why are you saying also that it's not the type. No, we don't need beds there anyway.
Why? They're sleeping.
Bed. We just discussed before that, like they're basically not sleeping.
I understand, but whatever sleeping they're doing.
But you're so busy trying to figure out
I got it.
beds, and you
Okay, but Lamaisa,
Why
good.
can't have them sleep in the base of Mikdash?
So that's it. We have to deal with that point. I told you that they can't sleep there. We have to deal with